Hello and welcome to another video here at AV Forums. We're here in one of our testing rooms, and this time we're taking a look at the brand new Yamaha RX-A3050 9-channel AV receiver. The A3050 retails for £1,999 and includes support for Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, as well as Yamaha's MusicCast multi-room system. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Well, first of all, we have a power cable here. Okay. And over here we have an FM aerial. And to go along with that, we also have an AM aerial. And here we have some basic setup instructions, as well as details of Yamaha's MusicCast multi-room system, and also a CD-ROM with a full owner's manual on it. Here we have a setup microphone for the automated EQ setup software. And in here we have there's actually a stand for the EQ setup microphone. So that's a really handy little feature here from Yamaha. It makes it easy for people to set it up and do the auto EQ themselves with the provided stand and with the microphone. And finally we have the remote control. It's got a two-tone design to match either the black or the titanium finish version of the receiver. And it's a reasonably well designed remote control, although it is a little bit busy in terms of the buttons down here. They're quite small and fiddly. It can be difficult to use in a darkened room or in a home cinema or at night time. However, the main controls are in the middle here, and they are relatively straightforward to use: navigation, etc., and volume, the key controls. It's comfortable to hold, and overall it's a reasonably well designed remote control, but perhaps a little bit busy. Now we'll remove all the polystyrene so that we can take a closer look at the actual receiver itself and the front controls, the front panel, and also the connections at the rear. The A3050 has a classic AV receiver layout with an input dial on the left hand side and a volume dial on the right hand side. There's also a pure direct button, the on off button, there's a display in the middle, and then beneath the display is a drop down flap. Behind the drop down flap you find all the controls that you would need to set up and control the receiver should you misplace the remote control. There's also a USB port, a connector for the auto EQ microphone, a headphone socket, composite video and left and right analog inputs, and also an HDMI input. At the rear are all the other connections, and as you expect for a flagship receiver, it's fairly comprehensive, although reasonably uncluttered, which is nice to see. There are 7 additional HDMI inputs here, along with 2 HDMI outputs, and importantly, support for HDCP 2.2. There's also an Ethernet port for a wired connection, and a built-in wireless for both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. RS-232 serial connector for serial control, a remote in and outs for infrared extenders, and also 12-volt triggers. We've got component video, composite video, and analog audio inputs. Got a ground here for a phono connection. Pre-outs if you want to use additional amplifiers, or if you want to use the A3050 as a preamplifier basically. And of course here we've got the speaker terminals for all different channels, as well as connections for the AM and FM aerials. And that concludes our first look at the Yamaha RX-A3050 9-channel AV receiver. Don't forget, you can read the actual review at avforums.com/reviews. You can also see more videos at avforums.com/videos. And why not follow us on Twitter? And like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.